welcome everyone to our series Sembang Chillex. This is our 11th series. I would like also to welcome to our live streaming from Zoom and also YouTube channel, My IEM Official. Welcome everyone to our series Sembang Chillex. This is our 11th series. I would like also to welcome to our live streaming from Zoom and also YouTube channel, My IEM Official. Okay, this is our channel. You can subscribe our channel and watch the previous series. Okay, for those maybe first time heard about Sembang Chillex. Sembang Chillex is like a borak santai secara ilmiah. Okay, am I correct? Okay, borak santai secara ilmiah, which we talk about any topic, but focusing more on the engineering profession that we wanted to promote, to create awareness, to engage with the young Malaysian, especially to an effort by IEM. So credit to them. And also this is our second Sembang Chillex organised here in conjunction with the IEM convention. So welcome to our 11th series. Okay, before we proceed to introduce our panel, let me introduce myself first. I am Dr. Ilia, will be a moderator along with Denesh. Okay, about our direction more on the engineering professions. So maybe Dr. Denesh can introduce our panelists today.
Welcome everyone, and before I introduce the panel, I would like to tell everyone if you have any questions, you feel free to ask us, and also you will be getting special edition of IEM. As you can see, it's recorded from IEM. Okay, so without further ado, let me introduce the panel for today. Okay, the first.
Please support MOSI, the Minggu Sains Negara program. Please support all the educational awareness programs. This is for our next generation.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, since this is Sembang Chillex, so maybe other panel can jump in if you want to add more point to the same question. Okay, maybe Dr. Seo from MMU side. Is there any program that may be related to the sustainability that you can share with us today?
I mean, a special program maybe not so much, but if we look at our syllabus, even our engineering program, you notice that some of our topics, I think I don't want to contextualize to MMU, it's like working MMU, but perhaps we look at IEM level. So as I mentioned just now, our past activities, our technical divisions, and in fact, if you look at, I think IEM also, during the COVID time, right, we actually proposed to totally remove the printing of IEM cards. If you remember, right, Razak?
Yeah.
So actually that is one of the sustainable messages that we want to send across. So and then when it comes to, even if you look at our publication, do you know that every month, okay, Razak and I, we have to slot up, and Wata over there, we have to slot our heads and just to get this published on time. Yeah. And if you look at this issue, for instance, you have all the 17 SDGs, right, printed on the cover. So
SG.
This, ESG. Yeah. This is SDG, this is ESG. By the way, what's the difference? You can ask ChatGPT. he or she or it can explain it much better than us.
All day.
Okay, so I think this is what we're doing, and I would like to echo what General Razak mentioned about our task initiative. So we have already just started it, and hopefully this is also aligned with our IEM president's one of her mission and one of her aspirations, which is to make IEM to be a more sustainable organization. So back to the MCs.
Probably I can add a little bit.
Okay.
I think it is an issue for the nation that we don't have enough people, younger generation that are interested in STEM. So that's the reason as well. IEM basically are working very, very closely with our TDs, the education TDs, to actually reach out to schools where we do competition, make it more fun, hands-on kind of thing, getting people to really be interested in STEM. And it is actually one of the issue of sustainability, because we want to sustain our progress of the nation. Let's not talk about global or the earth for a while, but just focus on the sustainability at the core over here, which is our nation itself. So if we want to just contribute to sustainability, it is not, it doesn't have to be big. It has to be as small as just us. I guess I pass back to you. Yeah.
Is your explanation basically is related to the next question. Okay, because we can see that IEM is not work in the silo, right? We need to have a government support, the policy maker. So back to Engineer Razak. Because you already explained a bit about this, maybe you can further continue about how IEM engage the government, or maybe the government agency, or maybe the policy maker to make this sustainability happen.
Okay, we start small. Again, when you talk, since this is Sembang Chillex, if you see that we are concerned citizens, concerned individuals on sustainability. That's why we are sitting over here. We are just nobody. But our contribution, we would like to at least make some contribution. So going back to how we want to actually do this, there's a lot of collaboration that we do. In fact, if you take a look at the SDG number 17, it is about partnership. So we need to partner up with all the organization that is doing things. Even within IEM itself, we have so many TDs that we basically are partnering with each other. So partnership doesn't mean a big organization to big organization. It's a small organization to a small organization. Partnership between all 5 of us who are really genuinely concerned about sustainability issues. So that's why I said, if we want to collaborate, it's not like on the bigger scale, but even on the smaller scale. But currently, we do work together with DBKL, since DBKL is actually doing the first Asia Pacific Kuala Lumpur SDG Center. So all of us, if you have time, please support our local authorities. They have their center over at Perpustakaan Kuala Lumpur, bukan Perpustakaan Negara, So make sure you all know that this is Malaysia, this is Kuala Lumpur. So the SDG Center is at the Kuala Lumpur Library. So over there, what they do is they collaborate with other agencies to promote the idea of SDG, the idea of sustainability. So we work together currently, and from DBKL that has already established communication with all of the rest of the local authorities in Malaysia and also the government. So that's the reason why partnership is really important. Okay, thank you.
Maybe I can add.
Yes.
Maybe I can add a little bit to what Engineer Razak has mentioned. By the way, I think all of us can say hi to Engineer Rusida. Hello. Yeah, she's the current DBKL champion in this accessibility and all that. So yeah. So yeah, coming back to just to elaborate further on what Razan has mentioned, actually IEM, we are also working very closely with various government agencies. I just quote an example. For instance, recently, maybe I've heard of the launch of the National Energy Transition Roadmap by the Ministry of Economy, and one of the pillars of that policy roadmap is actually on the NEAP, the National Energy Efficiency Action Plan, which IEM is also involved in to help to draft the policy for 2026 to 2035. So that's one thing, right? We work very closely with related government agencies because, like what I mentioned just now, IEM, we have more than 20 technical divisions and special interest groups. Right? We have electrical, we have environmental, we have oil and gas, we have mechanical, we have so many. It's not just limited to the 4 to 5 traditional engineering disciplines, right? In IEM, we try to take care of the whole spectrum of engineering domain as much as possible, right? So that is on that, and we also have a special interest group for public sectors, like PSC, SIGs. So we and our committee members, and even our panelists here right next to us, she is also, in a way, is also working with the policymaker. Yep. So maybe Dr. Shuhada can also add a little bit on that.
Oh, so now Dr. Sio become the moderator. Okay lah, semua multitasking hari ni ya.
Boleh je.
Okay, now I'm wearing a cap as the advisor. We are actually developing the policy through our research institute, policy related to maritime, which we angkat kepada Kementerian Pengangkutan. But it looks very big lah, big things to do, right? Very critical things to do, only by the top management. But for your information, we as a rakyat marhain, okay, whatever lah, the rakyat itu, okay, we can do it even from a small step. How can we do it? The easiest part is to write a short article in newspapers. We do have ideas, kan? Sometimes you see ideas at news@thesun.com or nanti dia cakap saya Sun pula kan? Okay, nstp.com or whatever.com. Okay, you can provide your ideas as short as 300 words to maximum 500. This is what being done at the level of women engineer sections. Okay, like just now as being introduced by Dr. Sio, Kak Ida, IR Nurida, and also IR Azhani. We have been working collectively under Women Engineers section. Okay, we provide almost a monthly article to newspapers, be it Bahasa Melayu or English, to provide some advocacy towards empowering women. That's what we do. So as easy as that contribution to empower. Now I'm talking about women empowerment lah. Tak ada tukar sip. Maybe Chillex. Next time is about women empowerment.
Boleh.
Okay, so I hope I answer your question.
Okay, thank you, panelists. Ladies and gentlemen, here from the panel, you can see the slogan sedikit lama-lama macam ni. The effort really is that stacks a lot for the big effort in the near future, and we are busy about governments and other policies, but we also need to put Malaysia. What is actually the current sustainability? What is the current challenge in Malaysia? That I would like to pass to Dr. Sio. If you would like to add in about the challenges about sustainability in Malaysia.
Okay, a very pertinent question. I think you talk about challenges and you want to look at it from the engineering perspective because we are IEM. So I would say the contemporary issue that we are facing right now probably is, although you say solar energy is very clean, very good for the environment and very good for Mother Earth, but if you think about it, currently it is still quite costly to many of us, right? So that is, I would say, the first challenge, how to make it not only just sustainable to the environment, but also sustainable to the pockets of Rakyat Mahin. Right? So that is the first challenge, right? I think now it's like you still need to pay like 3,000 to 4,000 ringgit per kilowatt. So that is still quite a big sum of money, especially now that nasi ayam, everything is so expensive, right? So that's the first challenge. Second challenge is we talk about green mobility, talk about having electric vehicles, right? Again, it's the same issue. Is it affordable to every Malaysian? I doubt so. Although the price has dropped, I think now below 100K also you can get the BYD car, but it is still quite a lot to many of us, many of the Malaysians. So that is the second challenge I would say, the price of the EV. Third is also related to EV, which is the charging infrastructure. Are we ready? Right? Do we have enough charging stations across Malaysia? So that is also another challenge that current challenge that we are facing. Right? So these are just some of it. Maybe fellow panels can also add.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, for your information, currently Ministry of Transport is developing the Green Transport Index. We just had Libat Urus last week, last Wednesday, and it was to our surprise that the solution to this Green Transport Index is not really about the EV, you know, like for us in shipping industry, it's about changing the engine of the ship, okay, or putting any elements to the ship. No, it's not really the concern of how we can promote the sustainability. We should look at the, remember ESG? We should look at the G part, that is governance. For example, now we're talking about the EV, because we want to reduce the GHG emission lah, whatever lah. But throughout the Libat Urus, we noticed that it's not, that is, it could be the tool to solve that problem. But the thing is, we need to improvise, or I would say, look, the governance, okay, the governance of road transport, land transport should be strengthened. How this can be done? We have been queuing for 1 hour just to pay for our toll every day selepas balik kerja, masa dalam perjalanan. How many GHG emission?
Yeah.
We are producing emission. While
Power
queuing,
is better.
while queuing untuk bayar tol, kita bayar tol ni, and we have to queue.
Tutup enjin.
Tutup enjin dulu.
Buka tingkap.
Buka tingkap dulu. Okay, those are
Lepas tu
the things
hisap
that
rokok.
we need to improvise. Okay, probably the efficient way of how the toll collection, can be done. Maybe kita boleh tengok other countries example. For instance, in Australia, they don't have toll booth, right? They call it toll booth. They have the lalu dekat bawah jambatan, kita
Yeah.
dia bayar kan? If you don't have that device, what will happen? You get saman lah.
Yes.
Probably those are the things that we can, but again, when we talk about sustainability, it's about sustain and ability. Do we have that ability to do that? It could be financial ability, it could be social ability. So those are the things that we need to consider for these long-term efforts towards sustainability.
Okay. If we take a look, one of the Kejuruteraan magazine punya title, I think in the previous years, we coined out renewable energy is equivalent to, sustainable energy is equivalent to renewable energy plus energy efficiency. You remember that energy efficiency is really an important integral part of having a sustainable energy. So this is something that all of us as engineers, we need to be thinking of, focusing on energy efficient. Whenever that you going back to, having to queuing up in the jam, that is not energy efficiency at all. You're not moving, you are still burning fuel. And also to coin back in terms of EV, for example, we do not generate that much of energy through renewable energy as in solar panel whatsoever, but we are using EV, and the EV is charged using electric that basically generated from the fossil fuel. Yeah, so how does that actually exactly. So these are the things that probably as engineers we should be thinking of how we want to do it. But in terms of policy of Malaysia and so on and so forth, these are the things that we also need to work on, and probably a contribution from any of the TDs, technical divisions, in terms of that, would really be appreciated. Yeah, and also I'd like to acknowledge we have many of our deputy president over there, Prof. Jeff, who basically will be continuing on with the sustainability effort in the upcoming when he's the president next year. And also we have a branch chair, Engineer Tayala, and our CA VP, Engineer K over there. So all of these people are working together. All of us over here at IEM are working, no matter how small or how big our contribution is, we want to make our stand. All right, thank you.
Yeah,
Tambah sikit.
yeah, I think because initially I don't want to intervene, but then just now Razak quoted something which I came up with. SE equals to RE plus EE.
Yep.
So most of the time, I think many of us, we thought that sustainable energy is all about putting up solar on your rooftop. Actually, that is just half of the equation, right? You don't forget the full equation is SE equals to RE plus EE. So RE is renewable energy. Yes, you put solar at your rooftop, only half of it is done. You still need to make sure that the EE, the energy efficiency, how efficient do you use your energy, right? You have to look at the supply side, you have to look at the demand side. So we have, if you want to call yourself as SDG compliant or ESG compliant, don't just think of, oh, I just put a solar at the rooftop, that's it. No, it doesn't stop there. And also back to our moderators' question just now. Actually, there's also one more challenge that we need to overcome, and engineers can play a role in, is that if you go to certain countries, okay, you have the confidence to actually drink from the public water tap. Tell me, in Malaysia, do you have such confidence? Right.
Yeah.
So that is also another thing that maybe those engineers involved in the water industry, can we make clean water available everywhere? So that is another challenge that we should look into. So back to the moderators.
So we hope in Malaysia one day we don't need to use water filters. So ladies and gentlemen, I like Dr. Joanna said that about sustainability. Sustainability, we have the ability, but this will take some time. We need to work together. Okay, with that, right? We had so interesting topic. We talk about the tools and all these things. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of engineers who want to contribute into sustainability. And what can IEM help them be more interested and also contribute to support that they need to contribute? Maybe Dr. Shweta, you can go for it.
Oh, okay.
Tambah nanti.
Okay. Sepatutnya kena Abang Long cakap ni. Abang Long, Abang Rajak kita cakap. Okay. From my perspective, okay, I'd like to quote what Razak said just now. It's about communication, right? We need to communicate the ideas, the awareness to our members. So please, all the members of IEM, our kita panggil booth exhibitor, okay, please contribute to IEM as easy as giving talks, participate in our programs. So they have site visits. Sampai kita ada, kita ada
courses,
symposium, courses as short as only 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay, lagi kita ada apa lagi? Kita ada hanging out session,
activities,
Chillex,
exactly.
Okay? Lagi kita ada apa lagi?
Most of our activities online.
Yes.
So basically, come and join.
Yeah, and we also have some international programs.
Journal as well.
Yeah, IEM journal. Yes. Kita ada magazine.
And you can always write to Kejuruteraan.
Yes, Kejuruteraan. We also accept some
yes,
not so serious article.
Not
right?
so serious.
Okay,
The one at the back,
article is dekat belakang.
where we have for the
bahagian apa tu?
engineers lens.
Engineers lens. Now I think last week
Adventure.
you were talking about him wearing hot pants dekat Bali, right?
Yes.
Sushi di Bali. Okay. So those are the things that you can contribute.
Exactly.
You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay. If you are paying for Scopus Index Journal, how much? $1,000 US.
Yeah.
Okay, here it's for free. For free, and everyone will be able to read your article because it's available online for free. Okay, dah jadi juru jual dah sekarang. Abang Razak kita.
Okay, what was the question again?
What we'll be doing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I was taken over by Dr. Shu's punya their selling of IEM, and I think that it's a lot of things. You know, for those who are not yet members of IEM, please do become a member of IEM, and you can join us with our sustainability effort, sustainability agenda that we have. We don't do big things. We do small things, but you know, but something that contributes to the you know, the whole idea of what SDG is trying to make. You know, we are not going to like do big things, but small contribution, impactful. Yeah. So do come and join us. Some of the things that we actually do over here. Again, if you see, there are 17 SDG goals that we want to achieve. So every single one, there's always things that IEM actually do. You know, for example, the smallest thing that we do, you know, we join in any effort for women. Number 5, which is gender equality. For any talks whatsoever, we get the idea. For especially engineering, we still need women support to actually do you know, the work of engineering. So if you are capable, and if you basically are willing to be part of the engineering team, you know, come and join you know, us in our effort. Yeah, there's a lot more. I'll pass over to Dr. Chun.
Okay, since Abang Rajak kita was talking about women engineers, just iklan sikit ya. Arida, okay. Women engineers will be holding a one-day conference. Okay, it's not for women engineers per se. It's for the whole women around Malaysia. It's called Women Empowerment Conference on the 28th of October in Yayasan. What is that?
Perdana Leadership.
Yeah, Perdana
Program.
Leadership.
Perdana,
in Putrajaya. That's the home of Tun Mahathir. So please register ASAP because seat is limited. Only 100 packs is allowed. Thank you. Terima kasih. Bayar ke? Nanti kita bayar nanti ya.
Bayar tu siapa?
Yeah, I think just to add further, since Engineer Razak also asked more people to join IEM, actually don't think that IEM is just limited for engineers. Even if you are an engineering technologist, even if you are even a physicist, right? We actually have the right category for you.
The students.
Yeah, even students, graduate engineers and all that. So please come join us. And how by joining us you can contribute to champion sustainability agenda is very simple. You join us, you help us to organize some activities, right? You join our committee. We are all, I mean, I'm the chair of Electrical Engineering Technical Division, and if you are in the oil and gas industry, you can approach Razak. If you are in project management, you can approach Dr. Shuhaida. So we are from a very diverse background of technical divisions. We need volunteers, right? We need volunteers. We need more people to help to spread the message. And in fact, if you look at the activities that we do, where are we now today? We are at Engineer and MAVEX. So Engineer MAVEX, what's the team? It's ESG, it's SDG. Right? For us to make this event a success, we need volunteers.
Yeah.
We need people like you, right, to help us to, you know, to put up the booth, to also engage with our speakers, and just to share with you, IEM, right? If you join IEM, you are not just an IEM member. You also have the chance to actually advance your networking to the ASEAN level.
Yeah.
Right? We are, in fact, IEM is the permanent secretary of AFIO, right? The ASEAN Federation of Engineering Organization. So that's where we also mingle with like-minded people, right? And under the AFIO, we have an energy working group, we have environmental working group. So if you think that Malaysia is too small for you, go to ASEAN, join us, right? So that is where you can expand your horizon, right? And yeah, I think I need another cup of coffee because I'm falling asleep. So back to the moderators.
I nak tambah sikit. In fact, if you all are invited to actually join in an ASEAN program at 4 o'clock today. We'll be talking about another Sembang Chillex, but this is at regional level. We will be talking about mobilities of engineers around ASEAN. So we have people from Indonesia, Philippines, as well as Singapore that comes in, and we will be talking about their experience. So please do come and join us.
Maybe you can invite the moderator to come and say hi.
Yes,
Moderator, come.
we will have the moderator. Our moderator, can you raise your hand? Engineer Wata over there will be the moderator for the session. Yeah, all right. Pass.
Okay, since most of the panel auditor, maybe we open to question and answer slot first.
Yes.
So for those who are online, you can type your question in the chat, and also you can receive the special edition of the mark. Okay, maybe Engineer Raza can help me to show the mark. Okay, this is special edition IEM mark, only received for those who ask the question during the session. Okay, so actually I interested on the word mentioned by IEM, by Engineer Raza about impactful project. So maybe you can share with us any case study or special project that IEM play a crucial role in fostering the sustainability in engineering in Malaysia.
Actually, as I mentioned we do small things, but we want, some impact. For example, one of the things that we do is STEM competition with schools. So what we do is we get them to send videos, and the school kids from age of probably Form 1, Form 2, the Form 5, they basically send over why are they interested to become an engineer, and so on and so forth. And then you can see them and you evaluate how good their videos are and things like that. And then we give prizes over to them. And this is just to encourage school children to be interested in engineering. Probably we see that as a small items, but what we want to do is to bring that interest into STEM at the young level itself. So of course we have a lot of other bigger event. For example, that we have today, the Engineers 2023 together with Mavex, and we in fact have the ESG zone over there. We will encourage all of the participants over here to showcase what they try to do. So you have like Snyder over there, AEC, and so on and so forth, and IEM as well, showcasing what we try to do for sustainability. And I think I would like to take this opportunity as well to actually mention about balancing when we do engineering is about practicality and cost. So in my line of work in oil and gas, we basically will try to bring back whatever that we do to an environment to the state that it was when we started. Yeah, that is the whole concept. However, that is not possible. Whatever that you have taken from the environment, you can't bring it back 100%. So that we do the best that we can. But how do you define the best that we can? So that's why we have guidelines, we have all the requirements, and also international guidelines for us to actually follow. What is good enough and what is the best that you can do? And if you try to do the best that you can, you probably will incur a lot of costs. Is that really sustainable? No, it is not. So we find a good balance. And who is to determine this balance? Of course, we engineers will have this ethical responsibility to do the best that we can balancing between, to sustain a business as well as to sustain our world for our future generation. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do not shy. And you can ask questions to our panel. Our panel is ready to answer. Anyone? Any questions that you want to raise?
Bos tanya.
Bos.
Bos tanya, bos sudah tanya.
Oh, ada soalan online ni?
I don't want to call it, but I want to push Anisa with coffee. Question, IEM become obvious the US. Is the IEM doing throw at the wall and see what sticks approach to supporting sustainability development goals, or have you narrowed down this? For example, I know Petronas and the subset of growth that will follow by companies like Ilia, which is never in this slide, as sustainable goals that follow. What is IEM's growth?
You want to answer that, or you want to start? Okay. All right. So the question is, what is our focus? Okay. The Towards a Responsible Future Task Force has just been set up early this year. So we are at the point at which we have got action plans as well as roadmaps. And right now, we are doing a matching between whatever that we currently are doing, all the TDs whatsoever, into the SDG goals, the 17 goals. So in terms of where our focus, we have not yet set, but we are looking at all 17 at the moment. Yeah, and from there, later, towards the end of the year, when we issue out our annual report, that will showcase what each one of TD, the sections, will be focusing on. I hope that answers your question. Okay. So Xiao, want to add something?
Yeah, I think very pertinent question by our fellow moderator of the next Chillex session, right, taking place at 4 p.m. later. So you want to come over to the camera and show your face? Yeah. So yeah, actually, that is like what Engineer Razak has mentioned. It's part of the TARF. We call it as a TARF, TARF. Yeah. It's just a task force. I think we have only had 3 meetings. So
yes,
and it's still quite a struggle to put all the things together. Yeah, I think it's also high time for IEM to maybe relook at our vision and our mission as well. How we can not only incorporate, but emphasize, right, on this importance of sustainability, right? Like what I mentioned to you just now, we have been doing taking small little steps. Like for example, we have stopped printing IEM cards for our fellow committees, council members. We have also drastically reduced the printing copies of our Kejuruteraan, right? In fact, we are now pushing for online. So that's why you no longer, if you are an IEM member, you are no longer receiving hard copies of Kejuruteraan. So these are the small little steps that we are doing, and we are also exploring to put up some solar panels at our Wisma IEM buildings store. Okay, and perhaps moving forward, we might also actually, if you look at SDG, they have defined the goals so clearly. So it's like almost covering every aspect of our life, 17 of them. Right, so, and I would say, like, Engineer Razak keep on quoting the 17, the last one, partnership. Yes. I think that is something that IEM should leverage upon, because we have been, IEM, we have been signing MOUs with so many organizations, so many societies. So that is our strength. Okay, our arms are everywhere. It's not just like Medusa, or it's not just spiders. Spider only have 8 legs. They have much more than that. Okay, we reach out to ASEAN, we reach out to Asia Pacific. At the government level, we reach out to so many related government agencies, right? And whenever there's any master plan which is of nation's interest, we are also there. So we really should leverage on our partnership, right? Because I think just now our fellow moderator use a proverb, sikit-sikit lama-lama jadi bukit. But maybe I can add another one, bersatu kita teguh pula ada. Kena kopi, kena gara-gara kopi.
Kopi.
Bersatu kita teguh, bercerai bukan option, right? So, I think that's all I can say, yeah.
Okay, maybe if you have another question.
I am from student from university. So I would like to ask, we as students, we have been exposed with the technology advancement. So I have questions about the sustainability development, how the technology advancement contribute to the sustainability development. That's all my questions.
Masyu,
Dr. Shu, jawab.
So maybe
student.
Oh sorry, student bagi kat saya.
Yeah.
So please tell me about how the our technology advancement.
contribute to the sustainability.
Okay, when we talk about sustainability, okay, I'm a civil engineer, okay, by practice. So when we talk about sustainability, it always said to be very, very expensive. Okay, we need to change everything to be green. Even if you want to go for GBI, also mahal, right? GBI, the Green Building Index. But it's not necessary to be true. Ya, Dek? Adik yang pula.
Anak lah.
Okay, it's not necessary to be true. Okay, we have heard about circular economy. Okay, I'll go back to your question. Okay? That is only a tool that you can use. Just like macam tadi when we talk about the green car, the EV, it's just a tool. But we do have other ways to how to reduce the GHG emission through our green energy efficiency of using the road, tak ada tol dan sebagainya. Adalah saya cakap tak ada tol, nanti marah pula bos saya Minister of Transport kan. Okay, but the thing is, it's how you leverage on what you have surrounding you. Okay, I'll give you an example for civil engineering. For you to become a GBI index building, okay, on top of having all these fancy green accessories in your building, you can also emphasize on the green practices. Contoh, yeah, you promote, let's say this is a company, they want to go for the GBI index, blah, blah, blah. They can also go forward for green practices. Contohnya pagi-pagi sebelum masuk kerja, they do have to go some cycling activities surrounding by the environment. Those are actually sustainable activities. We're not only talking about sustainable tools, sustainable technology, now we're talking about something that is free. It could be as free as just walking around the bushes. That is what we call as sustainable practices. And even, okay, just now we were talking about what is the effort by the IEM to put the sustainability agenda in our vision and mission. I'll give you one classic example. We know Japan. Japan, they never been listed anywhere in the biophilic. Maybe you haven't heard about biophilic. Have you heard about biophilic city? Biophilic city is a new term. It's not really a new lah. 1970s lah. Masa kita born lah kan.
Hey.
Okay. The biophilic city is a term used to translate a green city that use less money by leveraging on the sustainable environment surrounding you, inclusive of habitats, apa-apa hidupan binatang, unggas dan sebagainya. Kita leverage on that without having to do all these green tools. Okay, and amongst the country, the top 20 countries in the list of this biophilic city are all from United States, UK, blah blah blah. Japan, none of the city in Japan is in the list. Even though we have been exposed to the fact that even ikan koi pun ada hidup dalam longkang kan. Ada apa lagi? Even there is a regulation that the bus, whenever they stop, they need to switch off, or I think they have the auto lah kot. Auto stop ke apa benda kan. But they have never been listed. Why is it so? They do without declaring. It's really their practice. We don't have to put in our slogan, in our vision. Okay, in your you do by practicing. You walk the talk, but they don't even talk. They don't even talk about it.
They just live.
They just do. That's a part of their lives. Okay, so going back to that question question also
The Wata.
Okay, Wata punya question tadi. To me, it's really based on your niat and what you've been doing. Okay, we talk about circular economy, for example. Alamak, apa tu? Dah show circular economy. Takutnya seram ni circular economy. It's not really big lah. At IEM, we're looking at it from the smallest part of this circular economy. Circular economy is about you reuse, you recycle, you blah blah blah. But in Malaysia, it's been translated that this circular economy is being mooted by the binti, by this ministry of blah blah blah, and it sounds so big, but it's not. This is also our part of circular economy, right?
Yeah.
This is also a part of our circular economy. We use this, we recycle this, we reuse. Tak pakai apa lagi. It's also a part of circular economy. Cuma kita tak panggil lah circular economy. Nampak macam megah sangat, but it's actually circular economy theoretically. So I hope I answer your question, adikku sayang. Thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, sorry. I think the right proverb to align
proverb lagi.
action speaks louder than words. I think that's what Dr. Shuada
Yes.
I think I would like to also ask the questioner just now. Adik. Tadi adik datang KLCC naik apa?
Terbang. LRT.
Support sustainability.
So you see, sustainability is not just about developing very canggih punya teknologi. Teknologi canggih tak apa, tak ada guna. Kalau tak ada orang guna, memang tak ada guna. Okay, so action speaks louder than words. So it's all about the small little steps that we take, right? So, and in fact, if you look at I think you look at the exhibition, for example. This year, like right now, compared to maybe before COVID, five years ago, so you can see that I think we are printing less and less, right? If you remember 4 to 5 years ago, our conference, our symposium, we'll go and take so much of paper, so much papers being printed, but now you see, you want to come in, you just scan the QR code. So with this QR code, we are actually preventing more trees from being chopped down as well. So you think about it, right? It's not just about having fancy technology, having cars that can fly, right? Although it's not here yet, right? We promise cars that can fly, but no. It's okay. We take train, right? We take train, we use papers, right? The circular economy and all that. It's not very bombastic things, right? There is always a supply. Remember, there's always supply and demand. Supply of technology is there, but we need to use it, right? So I think, yeah, that's my take on that.
Okay, ada question lagi? Probably.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, our panel is very inclusive to answer your questions. So with that, if anyone has any other questions, please feel free to ask.
Dapat.
Increase the awareness of engineers because I was also beauty and business actually. So I think that we ourselves implement SDG. However, when I observe my friends, the students are not that aware of SDG 5. So I need to explain them. So I'm just wondering what I can actually.
This one I think should pass to Engineer Razak, right?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. What are we doing, IEM? So one of the biggest thing that we want to do is about communication. As at an earlier session just now, we mentioned the challenges. One of the biggest challenges that we have is communicating with people. So especially even our members, we have like 50,000 members, but can we reach every single one of them? No, we cannot. So that's where we increase our visibility as well as our communication level with all of our members. We try to reach them by social media, we try to reach them by the emails, and so on and so forth. We rarely now use printed matters as a way to reach them. So what we do right now is we increase the session where we talk about sustainability to all of our members. One of the things, like whatever that we do today, right now, it is on YouTube, at which we will promote through our social media. So all of our members can actually view in terms of what IEM is trying to do. And later as well, we will talk a little bit more about, in depth a little bit about the sustainability and how each one of us can at least contribute. Students, how they can contribute, graduate engineers, corporate members, and so on and so forth. So there are many facets. So in the 50,000 people, it's a different way at which we approach them, because whatever interests you will not interest, senior people, not like me, but I'm quite senior people. Yeah, like probably Engineer Tayala at the back over there, our chair from Johor. You see, we have members all around Malaysia, and all of the universities as well, are part of IEM. So we will try to reach them. Probably, if you seems like a really good ambassador of the, of sustainability, probably we can talk after this. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe just to add a little bit more on that before I pass to Tayala. So actually, for our student, for our audience there just now, we have a young engineer section. So, and I think not only that, I think like what Engineer Razak mentioned, communication is a big problem for us, because we imagine almost every state we have a branch. So how can we reach out to them? That is a big question, right? So, but other than that, I think I would also like to post this. I would like to ask a favor from our student as well, right? If you notice, the interest towards engineering has dropped, right? If you ask around your friends, okay, they will tell you that tak nak lah, engineering susah. Lepas belajar 4 tahun susah-susah, keluar gaji rendah. Okay, but I would like to ask the favor of our friend here, our young friend here. Please help us to dispel the myth, right? You come in, you take up an engineering degree. It's not just about certificate, right? It is much more than that. As a student, get involved, right? Build up your leadership, right? Nowadays, your employers, your potential employers, they don't just look at your certificate. Yeah, if I'm an employer, let's say I got 2 CVs, one CGPA 4.0, but nothing, no leadership, no activities, nothing.
Soft skills.
The other one, CGPA 3.0, but she's a leader of IEM student chapter, right? She has organized this student conference, right? So she has done all these projects. I would hire the second individual. So please, right? I hope you can tell your friend or you tell your adik-adik lah, right? Engineering is not just about the 3D, the what, dirty, dangerous, and what's the third D?
Dirty, dangerous.
Kena minum kopi. Okay, dirty, dangerous, and one more D. Forgot already. Right? So engineering is difficult. Difficult. Right? It's not just that. It's no longer that. Now engineering is more like how you can use existing technologies to come up with solutions. Solutions are already there. You don't need to reinvent. Okay? Please tell them. You study electrical engineering, it's not just about teaching you how to pull a wire from here to there. No. Right? You take up electrical engineering, it's much more than that. Right? You can be involved in energy management. Right now, the government is very, very aggressive in pushing the energy efficiency agenda. So we need more electrical energy manager. We need more energy auditors. Right? So there are so many exciting areas waiting for you. Right? And why, don't get me wrong, but why banks? Why even accounting firms? Why even other industries? They like to hire engineers. You know why? Not just because of your cert, because if you take up an engineering degree, we teach you, we train you how to think. Yeah. We train you how to think, we train you how to be trainable. Right? So please, I hope our engineering friend here, please help us to spread this awareness. The country needs more engineers. Right? We are lacking of it. Okay, please don't wait until when the country no longer have enough engineers, that we have to import engineers. So it will be really sad. I think Prof. Siti Hawa will echo what I say.
Yeah.
It will be really sad if Malaysia will reach that stage. Right, so that is all I want to say. Sorry, a bit emotional. I have to be emotional because coffee dah habis. So kalau tak, I ngantuk. Nanti aku tidur. Right, so yeah.
I believe we have another question, right?
Oh, we have another question.
No, I think Engineer Tayala wanted to say something.
Ah,
Good day, my name is Ilia. I'm
Yeah, no more hair, no more
he's
hair.
the youngest.
I did my degree without calculators. I did not hope. No calculator, no computer, no computer. In the last 2 years, I'm seeing more and more. I'm still here with you. I can check GPT. It's challenging, but we're still doing that. Now, before I go into mistake, before we're talking about national level development, I talk about the local level. IEM, of course, the wonderful organization. I feel like I can do about home. Now, for example, let's take example. The government has committed to some reduction of carbon emission. Somewhere they reduced by 50% or 40% of the carbon emission. And now it's about 105 kilograms of carbon emission. So that's correctly wrong. Available.
Yeah.
Now, if you are complying to yourself on all the environmental issues, and your neighbor is not complying, so usually we have how many earth, how many home, there's only one home on the earth. Yeah? So it's equal responsibility, and I'm sure we talk a lot about sharing right from the schools, right up to university, North South, we are trying to get involved in schools. School, understand education. 2 years ago, it's a real story. People from online were allowed to change right now. So I asked my young engineers to sort it out. They don't want to do it all. They go to the education department. One of them is what we want to do to the schools. So there was a letter, IEM, in the 2 years ago, approved the campaign to the schools and using that education. Young engineers said from that, they don't accept it. They do not want us to get involved. Further, but I went around as engineers, we know how to reconnect and connect the backdoor, so we said, okay, forget about him. He may be what we want. So I said, go to the LPP straight. Go to the LPS straight. We will have a bit more authority. We are looking at children's interests more. We are looking at different interests. So we went finally, we went to the LPP. What governance is now? There's a lot of room in that. A lot of room. Talk about Jehovah Classroom. Talk about if the sun comes down to the ground and look at water, what have to do with the flow responsible? Sorry, I'm in 6 months today. We are doing a lot there. I see this percentage go down. What happened to those people who are supposed to be? This is what I'm worried about. The other area I want to talk about is the organization and there's a lot of industries. We can talk about this now. They are one of the how so they are industries and already commission. SMEs is not that think it's obvious. But it's about IEM talking to women, governance level, it is not wrong. Towards the who? Towards the this. That's where I feel Malaysia wants to make a step change. Bring us manager, the companies between sign or plan. But I feel sad. Higher level is not that dynamic. That goes back to the issue with governance, or is it individual, or is it bottom-line people? It's a training industry really happening in the ground. We have all the good shows, sorry, and time as well, time is limited, or that's how to see what's happening at higher level of language. Maybe everything is up.
Go ahead.
Want to add? Thank you for the sharing your thought. Okay, maybe anyone to add?
Yeah,
We have another question, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay,
but
from the back.
probably, I think Engineer Tayalan, with his extensive experience in volunteering for IEM and all that, I think whatever he said is true, right? Before that, Engineer Tayalan, I still know square root 3 is equals to 1.732. I don't need a calculator. So yeah, I think it takes a bottom up and top bottom approach as well. If only the top management talking and the ground level people are not doing their job, I think that is also an issue. So it's about how we can get everyone to move together at the same direction. So it's always a challenge. In fact, like what Engineer Tyler has already pointed out, IEM is just an NGO. Okay, we can only play our role within our capacity as a learner society. Okay, but yeah, we also partnership and as long as everyone of us take our small little steps, I think we can make things happen. So, Razak, you want to add anything?
Okay. Thank you for the list of things that is of concern over to you, and I'm sure what we will do is we will review back the session today and probably take a look at the comments that you have made and how basically IEM can actually contribute to those comments. Yeah, but in the general term, I just wanted to add that for IEM, basically we will through the TDs as well as through the IEM management itself, we will work on those issues as and when we are able to. There's not much in terms of power to actually do that, but we do have some connections here and there, like what you have as well, to actually help through. That's the reason why, as an IEM, an organization, regardless whether it is in branch HQ or different sets, either students or graduates or whatsoever, we are in one organization, and we as long as we basically make known of what our concerns are, then the organization can try to actually work with it. Yeah, I think that's about it. You have another question,
We
right?
have another question from the back.
Oh, yeah, we need to finish it before.
Before I know, so know what is the individual because I'm on the we know it really is and we get what is the plan what we are facing because of all the activity
is that before everyone is we don't know how to listen. We can speak our peer suggestion. We want to communicate with engineers. But engineers, even to say, we talk to you.
Dia ni soalan maut dia ni, soalan maut. Sila jawab Abang Raja.
Before second, tapi you can do something. And below all the see they see the things. But when the engineers come, they change the things and make it faster. So it's not faster. They know that you have that wrong. So that pharmacy. We are the first generation to do it. And the last generation that they do something. Seriously, it all. And come before us, to go before the architect of your relationship.
Okay, we are getting emotional. Okay. So maybe the last question, anyone would like to take?
Thank you for the comment. Actually, you know, if I were to refer to myself first, when I was studying, I didn't know the existence of Board of Engineers Malaysia. I didn't know the existence of Institution of Engineers Malaysia. So after I have work, only then someone told me, hey, register lah duduk dengan BM. Okay, so I register without exactly knowing what exactly I was registering for and why. In fact, I didn't know the existence of REA, the Engineers Act, that requires engineers, all engineers, and also engineering professions to register, yeah, right now. So I didn't know that. So, but I did anyway, and I did my PE. And after I have got my PE, only then I know the existence of IEM. And I said, wow, there's IEM. Why didn't I use this opportunity to actually get my help? So I didn't get any help when I was doing my PE. I didn't get any help. I only have like probably Engineer Wata over there as the person who signed off my form and also brought me over to IEM. You know, that's all that I have. So when I'm right now in IEM, my purpose is actually to go out there and talk to as many students as possible, getting out the information through social media. That's the reason why we are doing this kind of session. Put it on the YouTube, put it on our social media so that many people know the existence of IEM and where IEM can actually help. Okay, and in terms of your concern in terms of the technologies, engineering technologies and engineering technicians, those are the new grades that IEM basically accept for the past few years. If you go over to our booth at the end over there, there's a lot more information that you can actually get. I know that probably we don't have that much of push yet because all of the people in IEM are all volunteers. So we basically, whatever time that we have, we will put together out to the public, to the fraternity, as part of our way of giving back to the society. So hopefully we can work with you as well, addressing any issue that you have. Yeah, I hope I addressed your question. Yeah.
I think what the gentleman asked is really a burning question. In fact, it's not just about engineers being exclusive. Actually, if you think about it, right, our society as a whole, our Malaysian society as a whole, we actually also like to stigmatize, like, oh, doctors are like that, right? And then the plumbers are here, right? The engineers are somewhere in the middle. Actually, this is very wrong. Huh? Okay, if you go to certain more advanced country, okay, everyone looks at everyone at the same level. We are all equal. Okay, but I somehow, I don't know why, in Malaysia, we always think that, oh, oh doktor kena respect sikit ni. Tukang tandas yalah. So that is wrong actually, and I don't know where we went wrong. I guess probably it's the way we educate, right? Educate our next generations. Perhaps that needs some tweaking. And also as parents, right? I think as teachers, as educators, we all need to play a role, okay? We are all human beings, right? Don't think that you have a IR, you have a DR, you're very superior, right? So don't think that. There's no such thing. We are all human, right? We are all Malaysian. Okay, we all play, as long as we all play our part, play our role, right? Then we can move forward, right? I think we really need to change our mindset, right? In a bigger way. Okay, please do not. I mean, respect everyone. Even if you enter a lift, right? You saw some cleaners. Don't think that they are the bottom, the bottom society level. Don't think that. Okay, I think all of us should change our mindset, respect everyone, right? And I think that is what Malaysia should move forward to. Yeah. That's all. Sorry, a bit emotional again.
Still didn't get your copy yet.
There's one more question
Oh.
from the audience about the talents in
This like to this question from Bersama. A suggestion that led me is from the efficient in terms of the knowledge. Something I am should connect with the school counselors and tell them that if we can dream and all our influence on that. We have a different session.
Yeah.
Which the schools and the counselors are the right person to tell what happening. Career pathway that needs to go and probably the system in some schools are not practicing STEM.
Yeah.
So it is the reality of I'd like to add one thing that I mentioned probably we can do a lot of substitutes here.
Yeah.
So if we could not go through the Jalatan independently or Jalatan I used to go through the Ministry of Education directly. And that actually works better rather than having to do level of level. And true enough, the IPT is actually with us. I think we should also position ourselves. I think most of you have children, and if you don't listen to the apprentices in school, then you can still enjoy the IPT and being part and parcel of the IPT would be the best way to try to still stand on those things. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are going for closing, and with that, before we close, just a final remark from Karen, a particular message for our audience. Any one of the Karen,
You want to do?
Ladies first.
Oh, ladies. Go ahead.
Ladies first.
Okay, please join us. For those who haven't registered, please register with IEM. Okay, we have a line of activities throughout the year. Because every day we have activities, right?
Yes.
Even working hours,
Betul.
after working hours. So please join us. It's free. Some of the activities are for free. And yeah, we do chill activities. And if you have any suggestion, please reach us out. Okay, I will try to implement whatever suggestion that will be benefiting the engineering fraternity as a whole. Thank you.
As you can see, all of us over here are very, very approachable, probably except for Dr. Xiao over there. Very, serious a bit, kan? But all of us are very, very approachable. And most of our activities now are online. A lot of the work, in order to come up with this magazine, it's all done online, yeah? We don't have to meet together face to face anymore. So a lot of the things that we do over here, whatever contribution, small or big, that you think that you want to give, yeah, IEM is the place. Thank you.
And I think I just want to follow up with what I said just now, right? Stigma, right? Stigmatizing engineers at the top or what, and when you look at us, wow, you orang macam power je, man. Actually, no, we are all just volunteers. We We are all just committees, right? So just join us. Even if you're a student, don't feel that you are very small. Actually, you are bigger. Your impact is actually even bigger than us because you are the one who can influence the next generation to make sure that Malaysia do not need to import engineers. So that is what I would like to say. Thank you.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the closing. I would like to thank the panel for your input and also the audience for very engaging to ask questions. Thank you all. And this is Sembang Chillex.
Sembang Chillex Kejuruteraan.
And what do you call it? Thank you all. With that, signing off as your moderator, Ilia, and also as thank you all for today.